past year that when it comes to making choices or making changes, there's going to be a lot of times where you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. So the best thing to do usually is to just do the thing and not overthink everything. Just do the thing. You might learn something. You might grow as an individual. You might do this a lot. But hey, something came of it and you came out of your comfort zone. So many times you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. One of the options isn't going to be 100% scot-free without affecting somebody, but the other thing could possibly be worse or better. So it's better to just try the thing and live your life a little bit and not be a basic bitch that does nothing. Fact, being in a committed relationship with somebody that is making you grow as an individual and teaching you how to love and how to be a decent human is far superior than being a single man whore or woman whore, whatever. This can be looked at several different ways. People can say I prefer being single. I get that, but I've done both, and I can say I find a lot more fulfillment and happiness, humility, validation, love. I find so much more out of life when I'm in a committed relationship that is incredibly fulfilling. Find a teammate and find a lover that'll help you live your life better, and I promise you, you will yield much happier results. With this, I speak from experience, but I also speak objectively from things that I've seen and witnessed. But having haters doesn't always make you correct. All of the most successful people in the world, today, in the past, whenever, anytime big changes happened, economically, politically, spiritually, anytime there was some sort of big change or policy change, anything, all the biggest changes, good and bad, had some sort of resistance and had some sort of adversity that was met with it. There have been a lot of great things that were met with a lot of unwanted resistance. Some of those things were productive, some of those things were the reason why we have so many great things today. I'm recording in front of a video camera right now. What if that guy had a bunch of resistance? What if he had just went with what the people told him and said, hey, that's stupid, why would you want to do that? But now I wouldn't be able to make a video. So a lot of times, when you've got all that resistance and you got all these haters that are speaking out against your idea, your philosophy, your agenda, whatever it is you're trying to put out there, there's going to be a lot of times where they're incorrect. They're just jealous of your success and of your balls that you're putting yourself out there and you're trying to make a name for yourself, a product, an idea, what have you. But there's also a lot of other things out there that receive a lot of hate, a lot of animosity, a lot of resistance. But in that case, and it's up for you to decide what these things are, there's a lot of times where things are met with resistance, where that resistance is completely necessary. Take CrossFit, for example. A lot of rational weightlifters and people in the fitness industry will say that it's fucking stupid. And it is. And of course, they're going to say, oh, if we're met with a bunch of resistance and a bunch of hate, we must be doing something right. They're trying to quote, Winston Churchill or Albert Einstein or whoever by saying, if you make enemies, you did something right. It's like, no, that's not 100% always the case. You're just fucking retarded. And again, it's up to you to decide what those things are. But always remember, don't use haters and resistance to justify your stupid actions. You need to be offering something productive to society, and for you to find out, make mistakes, learn something, determine if that thing you're offering is actually good for us. So this ties in with the damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. Whether the thing you're offering is good or bad, more than likely you're going to come across some resistance. And a lot of that resistance is probably just going to be noise, depending on how good it is. It might just be some constructive criticism because people just want to talk. But remember, do not purely use haters and resistance to justify your product or whatever it is. Try and make it better. And if it really is overwhelmingly coming across as that, especially if it's something not that big, may as well try and better it. The way you expose your traps, or lack thereof, is by pulling your elbows back, or doing back exercises or pulling exercises where you pull the weight towards you. This will pull your arms back and show your thick shoulders and neck, and that's how you have traps, or show them off, and maybe look like a man. If you read any corporate mission plan or mission statement, it's going to say, more than likely, it's going to say, our goal is to maximize current revenues, maximize profits, or maximize shareholder wealth, or shareholder equity. or to return on the investor's investments as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So they're already making it point blank obvious that the key to their corporation or their business is money. That's pretty glaringly obvious, but a lot of people don't understand that because that is their statement, that they're going to do anything, even if it's unethical, to humankind or the environment or anything like that, to the workforce or to the economy. They're going to do anything they can to give the investors their return with a profit or a stake. It's going to be schmoozing to the investors, which is okay. If people are going to be investing in your business and buying a bunch of stock so you can incorporate yourself, that's totally cool. But don't make it so glaringly obvious so the people who can think can say, hey, the reason why we don't vote for people that like you that buy out politicians is because you're adding insult to injury by making it so obvious that you only care about money and you don't care about people. The 3 P's in business are planet, people, and profit. But a lot of times, all they care about is profit. And that was Life Lessons by Jay Dennis. Zap.